Shut up and sit down.
Yo, people, welcome back to another hardware review, and we are back with Vaporesso. This time we are looking at the Gen Nano. Obviously with the name, it is the Gen, but it is shrunk down to a nano size. Look at that. It's got a 2000 mAh internal battery, comes with a GTX 22 tank. We've already done the GTX tank. It was the 18 version, and that was on the GTX 1 from Vaporesso. And obviously with the name of the tank, it takes all the GTX coils. So let's get this review on the road. Like normal, and people do like this a little bit. This is the box. That's everything you do get in the box. And that was the box. Okay, let's have a little look around it. And as obviously the name, it is Nano. It is very, very small. I do love this colour on it as well. Louise really likes it, my wife. I think it looks a corking bit of kit. And now we've got to fit it in, people. It fits lovely and ergonomical in your hand. So let's go top to bottom like we normally do. We'll start off with the tank. Now this is the GTX tank 22. We did the GTX 18. It's the same tank, but this is just a bit bigger. The GTX 18 was on the Vaporesso 1. And I really did like that tank then. Right, so we go top to bottom. Is a 510 drip tip. It is interchangeable, so if you've got your own, you can put it on. It does say Vaporesso on the top. It is a top fill. Now, it doesn't have any juice ports or juice wells or anything like that. It goes directly into the glass itself. Some people will like that, some people won't. Now, what I will tell you is when you do fill it up, make sure you only go to the top of the glass. If you go any further, when you put the actual top back on, it will overflow. And you're going to have a juicy mess. A juicy mess. Now, a lot of you might be thinking as well, is that glass going to fall off? I've had no problems with it, because if you just look here, you've got a ginormous O-ring. And it doesn't move at all. And it's very hard to get off as well, to be honest with you, when you're actually cleaning it. So yeah, you've got a ginormous O-ring. That glass isn't going anywhere. This is a 3.5mm with a bubble glass. Now, when obviously TPD compliant, you're going to be getting a 2mm. The airflow, it's got 3 airflows, 1, 2, 3, and they're all mirrored. If we just have a little look, you can adjust it, and it does lock off. Now, as the tank is called the GTX, it does take the GTX coils. That's what you get in the Vaporesso 1, the Target PM80, the PM30, which is really, really good. Now, the coils that you do get with this is the GTX 0.20 mesh coil. You also get the GTX 0.60 mesh coil as well. Very, very simple to fit in. It's just push. So if you're changing your coil, there you go. Very, very simple. And then you just push it back in. You make sure it's straight when you're pushing it back in. There we go. Screw it on. And you are ready to go. Right, on the bottom, it does tell you it is the GTX tank 22. Easy for me to say. You've got your kite marks, don't vape in a bin, made in China. It's a non-adjustable 510 connection, and it isn't protruding. So, the Gen Nano, and as the name suggests, it is the Gen, and it is a Nano version. It is a shrunk down Gen. I really do like the look of it, and I love the feel of it. It has got sort of like it's made out of like a hardened plastic, but it's got like this rubber coating to it, and it feels so nice in your hand. It is really well made. Now, as you can see, we always like to say it is ergonomical in your hand, fits really nice and comfortable. If you have a little look on the top, you've got a 510 connection, and it is spring loaded. If we have a little look at the bottom, if we get it the right way around, it tells you that it's got the Axon chip, which is a really good chip. It's got a 2000 mAh internal battery. You've got your kite marks. Don't vape in a bin. It is the Gen Nano, and it's made in China. You've also got some battery vent in there as well. If you have a little look on the side, you've got your micro USB charging port. It isn't Type-C. I would have liked to see that, but it's just micro USB. Nothing on that side. If we have a little look on the front, you've got your fire button. You've got your plus and your minus, and you've also got your menu button. Let's have a look at the menu on the Gen Nano. Now, it is 5 clicks on, 5 clicks off. If I do it properly, there you go. It comes up Vaporesso.
At the top it'll show you battery indicator, you've got your ohms, your puff counter, you've got it whether you've got it in your wattage mode, voltage or temperature control. You've also got your what mode you've got it in. So this is in variable wattage mode and it's in normal. Now this will tell you at the bottom the best wattage to use it at. So when you've got a tank on, so at the minute I've got the 0.6 ohm mesh coil, you'll see when you screw it in, it will automatically tell you, as you can see, 16 to 25 watts is best for that coil. So it goes all the way up to 80 watts. It doesn't round robin, and it goes pretty fast once you start moving it, and goes all the way down to 5 watts. Now just on that best wattage mode as well, when you do put it on auto or smart wattage mode, what will happen is it will automatically work out the ohms from the coil and it will tell you the best wattage, which I'll show you in a second. Now to lock this device, it's 3 clicks, 1, 2, 3. The little lock will come up, and then 1, 2, 3 to unlock it. Now to get into the menu itself is the menu button, and it'll tell you as you press it, you have to press it 3 times. So it's 1, 2, 3, and you are in. So let's start right at the beginning. You've got pulse mode. That is when it's got a constant voltage output. You've got your eco mode. Now you can have this on auto eco, so when it hits roughly around about 40%, it starts trying to save your battery, or you can just have it in eco mode. You've got your smart temperature control. You've got your DIY mode, which should say modes because there's loads of different stuff inside that menu. Then you've got your system set, and then you've got your exit. So if we go over to the DIY mode, now you don't press the fire button to get into these, you press your menu button again. You've got your variable wattage, that's what we had it on before. So you can either have it on variable wattage soft, normal or hard. I normally have it on normal, but we're just going to exit back out. Let's keep going into that. You've got your variable temperature control, your variable voltage, you've got your curve mode, you've got your bypass mode if you want it like a mech mod, and then you have got your super player mode. Super player. It doesn't sound what it's supposed to be, but and that's if you've got like say an RDA on it or the RBA section, that's where you want to be going into. So if we exit out of there, go to your system set, you've got your smart variable wattage. So if we just press that, turn it on, there we go, and then come back out again, which is at the bottom. So if we exit out of this, so if I just unscrew this tank, there we go, so it's not showing. Say we'll stick it up to 60 watts. Now when I screw this actual tank on, it'll auto work it out and change the wattage. You can move it up and down still, but like I said, if you unscrew it so it's not on there, screw it back in, works out the ohms on the coil and gives you the best wattage, which I think is a corking idea. Let's go back into this menu so you can see everything. System set. You've got auto eco, like I explained to you. If you turn that on, that will, when it gets to 40%, it will start saving your battery for you. You've got your puff counter so you can clear it. You've got your brightness of your screen. You've got your flip screen. You've got your defaults, take it back to factory settings. You've got your version, and then exit. And that is the menu itself.
So, the pros and the cons for the Gen Nano. Let's start off with the tank itself. Now, like I did say, we did actually review this on the GTX 1, and I really did like it. Big shout out to Vaporesso for keeping the coils running through an actual range of stuff. Like I said, you can get it for the coils, all the GTX coils, and the RBA section for the GTX 1, the PM30, the PM80, and obviously the GTX tanks. Big shout out for that, because obviously for bricks and mortar stores, they're just keeping one set of coils. You're not having to go around trying to find new coils for new tanks. Big thumbs up to Vaporesso for that. What do I reckon to it? I really do like it. Yeah, like I said, the top fill, some people may not like that. I don't mind it. The glass isn't going to come off because you've got that ginormous O-ring on it, so you're not going to have a problem with that. The airflow, you can really dial it in. The coils, you get the 0.2 ohm coil, and you also get the 0.6 ohm coil mesh. I would suggest to you, with it being having a 2000 mAh battery, and if you wanted to use it all day, is that you use the 0.6 ohm coil. Roughly around about 22 to 25 watts. Now, I've got this on at 24 watts for some stupid reason, but we've got it at 24 watts, coming out at 0.67 ohms on this. Let's give it a vape and see what we think. What have I got in here? I've got some Minted by Tea Juice, if you can see that. There we go. Let's give it a vape and see what we think. Clouds for days, and the flavour is absolutely spot on. I really do like the GTX coils. They are really, really good coils. Like I said, really good flavour, really good clouds, and that's on both the 0.2 ohm mesh and also the 0.6 ohm. 3 airflows on the bottom, blocks off either side, really nice to dial it in. You've got a nice airy direct to lung, and you can sort of get like an airy mouth to lung if you really dial it in tight. You have to really dial it in tight for you to be able to get it, but I have my airflow wide open. So yes, big thumbs up for the tank. I did like the GTX one, when the 18, and I love the 22 as well. The mod. I love it. It fits in your hand so nice. Just fits lovely in your hand. Now, as well as what you've got, it is like sort of plasticky on this, but it's got like a rubber coating. And I just love the feel of it in your hand. Really, really nice feel of like, I don't know what the rubber coating is, but it is really nice feeling in your hand. Very, very simple menu on there. It's got everything that you want on there, from your bypass mode, your temperature control. But if you just want to sit there, plug in and play, have your variable wattage, smart wattage, like I did show you on there, which I do like for people who are just starting off, because this is a corking kit for somebody who's just starting off, is it's got the best wattage for you. So when you screw that tank on, like we showed you, you've got the 0.6 ohm coil in there, it'll come up and it'll tell you that it's best between 16 and 25 watts. Some people might not know that. They might not have read the coil, they might have just banged it in and knocked it up to 80 watts, and that's the coil burnt out. I think that's a good idea, and you can still move it up and down. And that's on, it just shows you on the best wattage, or if you've got it on auto smart wattage, then it'll automatically do it for you. Again, you can move that up and down. Lots of options, like I said, in the menu, but it is very simple to navigate as well. You've got your bypass, your temperature control, you've got your curves. It's even got eco mode on it, so when you're starting to run low on your battery, if you've got that on as auto, it comes on at 40% and starts saving your battery, which I think is a good idea. All in all, I like this. I never actually got the Gen, the first Gen, but I absolutely love this. It's the same menu as the Swag 2. Corking flavour, corking clouds as well. $2,000 mAh internal battery, exactly the same as like if you had a Coolfire 4. It's got the Axon chip in there, which is really, really good. Yeah, all in all, I quite like it. It's a simple mod to get around. Who's it going to be aimed at? I think somebody who's just coming off the stinkies or maybe upgrading. This is for you. Absolutely corking. Big thumbs up from Little Bro. Big shout out to Vaporesso for sending it out for review. And this has been another review by Little Bro. If you like the video, make sure you like, subscribe and share. The subscribe button's in the corner. Give it a little press against that new magic number. I'm on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Go and hit me up, people. Also, if you want to join the madness that is a Little Bro, all them lovely people who are going down there, they're in the beer fund. Press that join button. Get extra videos, your name up in lights. You support the channel. Big love to everybody, look after yourself, and one last thing to say, keep them juices flowing. Don't forget to check out my latest video. Also, don't forget to check out 3 Men and a Vape Show live at 8 PM every Wednesday. And also, if you've enjoyed the video, make sure you subscribe, ring that notification bell, and we'll catch you later.